So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative, very competitive at least. It can't be anything else.
Things already rolling. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. And here's Morata. Alex Grimaldo delivers.
That's good defensive concentration.
He's a sharp little ball here. Grimaldo. And it's Pedri. That has been cut short. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter.
Chance! Goal! Spain! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Marcó en el minuto 14 el dorsal 19.
So, a breakthrough already. Tchouaméni is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Grimaldo charging forward down that flank. Tchouaméni. Well, that looks a decent ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Morata.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
It's run loose here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There will be a throw-in. No, he's not getting past him there. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's well spotted. Distributed tidily. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Morata. And that's going wide left. Dani Olmo. Gets a good foot in there. That's destined for the flank. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Koundé. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Spain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Dembele! Dembele! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Defending of the desperate variety. Spread it left. And he's quick to return it. And it's Rabiot. Oh, this is a... There's the shot! And that's a tidy finish. France are back on level terms. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches. The smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Yamal shapes to shoot. Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Very nicely done. And it's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Pedri. Rodri. And it's Porro. Some good work on the right flank here. He's picked his way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's found a way through. Nico Williams touches it back. Now it's Yamal. He's got away. And that could well leave a mark. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's forced to go back. It's a really well-measured ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Yamal. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Porro. Here comes the cross. And they've got rid. And here's Yamal. And he's had it nicked away.
That's good play from him.
Cross to the back post. And it's claimed by the keeper. Olise. Oh, that's superb. He saw the danger. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Drop. Goal! Spain! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
Spain leading now. Mbappe!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Lenormand going vertical. And that is a little undercooked. Pedri. Here's Rodri. Great vision. That's tidy.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Dani Olmo aims beyond the defence. Dani Olmo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish.
And he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Knocks it into space. Well timed, excellent interception. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative, very competitive at least. It can't be anything else.
So we're very much on the way now. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Saliba. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this...
Mbappe! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Looking for a runner. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Grimaldo. First quarter of an hour gone. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. So it is still 0-0. Cherki. And he's intervened well there. Rodri. Oh, they could break here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Cherki. Oh, easy pickings there. Ball played for Conte. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, it's Dembele. Pedri.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Cherki. Distributed tidily. Conte. Mbappe! Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Grimaldo. Olise. Conte. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Conte. Nicely shaped ball. There's the header! He will be livid with himself. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Pedri. Nico Williams. Oh, this is a very good run. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
So a chance here. What can they make of it?
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
France have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. And he's had it nicked away. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Pass somewhat off target. Looking tidy in possession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, what a mistake! Cross goes in there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's been slipped through. Thinks about the shot. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly great chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
France certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Olise. Lobbed in behind. Grimaldo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Chouameni. Cherki. Olise. He slings it in, and that is expertly dealt with.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
It's Morata! Goal! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Opts for safety. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Mbappe! And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Chouameni. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Yamal. And it's Dembele. Hernandez. Cherki. That's an imaginative pass. Oh no, this does not look... Mbappe! And he's stuck it away! France are back on level terms. Simplicity itself.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
France restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Dembele?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision. And here's Mbappe. Dembele, played out wide. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage.
And a chance! Goal! France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 7, Morata. El dorsal 11. El dorsal 10. El dorsal 20. El dorsal 4. Serán
Well, the
sustituidos
two
por
coaches are
el
signalling
dorsal
changes
22,
here, both at the
el
same
dorsal
time.
22, el
France
dorsal 9,
leading now.
el dorsal 6,
Well, their manager
el
seems to
dorsal
have them
12.
always thinking
Se va a
about the
llevar a
next
cabo un
goal.
cambio
When's
de
the next goal
jugadores.
coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Rodri. Over to the right flank. And the return pass. And here's Gavi.
Spain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
4 extra minutes added on. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking to play him in. He's picked his way through. Gavi. That's a cute ball. That has been cut short. And that's going right the way across. And we're done. France have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. France going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative, very competitive at least. It can't be anything else.
We are just getting started. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Nico Williams. Kante does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Williams. Now it's Oyarzabal. Cherki. Now, can they get him away? Real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Olise plays it short. And here's Olise. And that is expertly dealt with. Spain are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Upamecano plays it forward. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Williams. And it's Grimaldo. This looks promising. Cherki. Now it's Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. Olise. Grimaldo was in no mood for any of that.
Spain definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele. Ball in towards the middle. And they're back on the ball again. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Grimaldo. Conte, nicely spread. Cherki, he's in plenty of space here. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Cherki.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe is the guilty party there. Cherki over to the right flank. He's Olise! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So what can they make of this? Now it's Oyarzabal, and the shot's on here. Harrison makes the interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Back on the way then.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Chouameni, that has ended up in no man's land. Cherki, well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. Cherki. Always onto this. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Knocks it out wide. Mbappe takes a shot! And yes, it's there! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
En el minuto 62, el dorsal 10.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see. Spain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That ball looks a good one. And he can thump it away. Conte. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal makes a dash for... Shot a goal! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So they have it all to do again.
Spain really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Lovely pass, but... Goes for a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Knocks it into space. More and more pressure on the ball here. Pedro Porro. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. He's in a good position here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Has a look and plays it forward. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Olmo. Mikel Oyarzabal. Hernandez cuts out the pass. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Pedro Porro tries a cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Not the most accurate pass. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. So there was to be no definitive result.
Well, both managers would have preferred not to go this far, but here we are. It's about nerve control now.
So we've gone as far as we can go, and this will now be decided by penalties. So this one to set the tone. Oh, it's a nightmare start. And the release was not to come.
Well, any doubts, you just put your foot through it, Peter.
Oh, great save! That is a great save! Pedro Porro is the second man to step up for his team.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper. So both teams on the board. Grimaldo is the third man to step forward. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge. Never looked particularly convincing for me.
Agonising, just agonising.
I don't think he ever really looked comfortable, put too much pressure on himself.
Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Wow, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
He's missed it, it's wide. The rueful look says everything.
The idea was good, he just needed a more precise execution.
Oh no, he cannot believe it. And the release was not to come.
I don't think he ever really looked comfortable, put too much pressure on himself.
Oh, he's won it all right. So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
France really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit.